Good, happy Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon edition of Coronavirus Disease COVID-19 What You Need to Know. Let's begin this afternoon edition right now, right here on the Riley King Network. First up, live at 3 o'clock p.m., Sununu to discuss the future of stay at home order for New Hampshire. There are 2,146 coronavirus cases in the state, officials say. Governor Chris Sununu is holding a briefing Friday afternoon to discuss the future of the state's stay-at-home order as the coronavirus outbreak continues. That will begin at sometime around 3 o'clock p.m. The governor's reopening task force approved certain measures Thursday to gradually reopen the economy, but the governor has the final say and is expected to announce his decision at 3 p.m. during the briefing. The task force approved the first phase of reopening restaurants, which would mean outdoor dining with tables 6 feet apart. The draft plan for retail and trade proposal lays out 3 phases, starting with pickup and delivery, then reopening stores with restrictions. In the cosmetology field, reopening was approved with strict rules on sanitations. Some say they're ready, others need more time. Campgrounds were passed with limitations of capacity and gathering areas. Plus, drive-in movie theaters could reopen soon. Again, everything approved by the task force is only a recommendation. Also on Thursday, yesterday, the state announced 96 new coronavirus cases, bringing the total to 2,146 known cases in New Hampshire. 6 new deaths were also announced, bringing that total to 72. Now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire. What you need to know. Important information. Let's take a look. And here is a look at that COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. There are 2,146 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 1,067,289 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 72 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 262 number of people who have been hospitalized in New Hampshire with COVID-19. And 62,870 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows you where cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. In Salem, 146 cases of COVID-19. This chart here shows you new cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations, and in the red are the deaths. This chart here, current cases. In the purple, total current COVID-19 cases. In the orange, current hospitalizations. In this chart here, cumulative totals. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalizations. In the red, deaths. In the blue, recovered. This chart here shows you by age group. This chart here shows you female and male. And this chart here shows you risk information. This chart here shows you race/ethnicity of cases. And this chart here shows you the percent of New Hampshire population. Your common symptoms are fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, and difficult breathing. How it spreads? and prevention tips. And now let's take a look at Massachusetts numbers. And again, this is Thursday's numbers. Friday's numbers for Massachusetts are not in yet. Once we get those into our newsroom, we will be sure to share that with all of you. Here is a look at the numbers from Thursday, April 30th. New cases, 1,940. Total tested, 275,647. Total cases, 62,205. Long-term care deaths, 2,101. In total deaths, 3,562. And now let's take a look at the information in Maine. And here's the information in Maine. Two new coronavirus-related deaths. 28 new cases reported in Maine. The Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention announced on Friday 2 new coronavirus-related deaths in the state and nearly 30 new confirmed cases in Maine. A total of 55 Mainers have died of the virus. The 2 new deaths were in Cumberland and Waldo counties. There are 1,123 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Maine, an increase of 28 over Thursday. The number of confirmed cases is likely an underrepresentation of the actual number of cases in Maine, since not all individuals are being tested. The Maine CDC said 657 people have recovered from the virus, an increase of 26 from Thursday. Taking away reported deaths in patients who have recovered, there are 411 active cases of the virus in Maine, which is unchanged from Thursday. According to the Maine CDC website, 35 Mainers are hospitalized with the virus, with 18 in intensive care. 8 people are on ventilators. Of the state's 330 ICU beds, 171 are available. Of the state's 316 ventilators, 290 are available. There are 397 alternative ventilators available. Maine CDC Director is scheduled to provide an update sometime this afternoon on the outbreak this afternoon on Friday. And now let's take a look at the coronavirus for the rest of the United States and world. Horrific Colorado pandemic who came to help NYC dies from virus. Paul Carey, a paramedic from Colorado, came to New York to help. Today's biggest developments. Alaska Airlines Southwest joined Delta, United, American, and JetBlue in requiring masks. Funeral homes license suspended after decomposing bodies found. Schools in NYC will be closed statewide for the rest of the academic year. And that does it for this afternoon edition of Coronavirus Disease COVID-19, What You Need to Know. Thank you for watching this Friday afternoon edition. Have a great rest of your Friday afternoon, and have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you back here on Monday for another edition of Coronavirus Disease COVID-19, What You Need to Know. Have a great weekend as well, everybody. Bye.